Welcome, welcome, welcome back to Gloomhaven with Witty's gang. It's Edgar the Bug, Pinball Wizard, who is sleeping right now with a skull on him, and Sigourney, along with your head merc coordinator, Witty Login. And we're picking up where? Right where we left off. We're still in the black ship. We're still trying to pull this out of our hindquarters. Let's see if we can do this. We're heading into, what round are we heading into? 14. Okay, so in round 14, I'll be honest here. We have a lot of DPS that we need to crank out, so we're just going to see what happens here. We have, I went with some options. Yeah, see, this is not great for us. They're going to be hitting us with wounds early if they can get to us. Fortunately, those two guys can't. This guy will. One damage, but the wound stinks, and the poison prevented the heal. That's the good news. Disadvantage, one damage. Okay. All right. Okay. That's enough of that. That's just terrible. All right. So, do we go after the stun on this guy? What is Sigourney doing again? What do I have for her? Oh, I can do it up top. Hold on. Okay. So, I think the best option here for us is to try to stun. Do we stun? Try to stun this guy and kill him? I think so. I think that's the best option. Okay. We got him. And then we'll move up like this and then skip the movement to curse him. So hopefully will give us some survivability. And that's his turn. Now for her, I was going to try to do a big attack, like a group attack, but I think she's just going to pull back here. And then, unfortunately, we lost her heal card, and the fire, while it does help her, hold on, let's go to, I can't look at her cards right now. The fire also helps them. I know we don't want, I guess either way, fire's going in the air. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, that -2 is brutal. Okay, round 15. Here we go. Man, card selection when you only have 2 characters is really quick. She's going to heal up our boy and then probably do nothing. And then he's going to try to attack, depending on what initiative they're going in. Okay. Jumping and cursing with a little attack. I mean, it could be a lot worse. I could try to attack him with... They're not getting any benefit. They're not. I could not heal Edgar and then try to put some damage on this guy. I think I have to heal him. I think I have to. We might lose this scenario, and if we do, then I'll be honest, I'm probably going to come right back in and try it again. But we'll see. That wound, dude. Just such a pain. Good news, the miss. It's his turn, though, so he eats some damage. The good news is that he can hit this guy in the back with no disadvantage and get some experience. And because you do walk away with experience from your encounters, whether you win them or lose them. So we're going to head into round 16. I'll show you the short rest because that's what it's going to be, because I can't afford to do anything else, and we'll just let it go. How is she sitting? She's also going to have to short rest, and that's fine. Okay, I'll see you guys in a sec for round 15. Okay, round 15 is going to go like this. I'm going super early here so that way I can pop these fire orbs. I'm probably going to step off of this guy and then pop him, and hopefully we get a big attack. And then Edgar's going super quick too to get all attacks targeting him gain disadvantage this round, and also to drop one big attack. And hopefully we can get a couple of these guys off the map. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's back up here, and then let's pop this along with this. We don't need the bow since they don't have shield, and let's see what we get. Okay, and a curse. Okay, almost dead. Is dead. Guys, we might survive this. We might survive this. Disadvantage on him. He's going to have disadvantage on his attack. I'm just really hopeful that I think I'm going to target this guy, because anything other than a miss, yes, gets him off the map. Guys, we might actually do this. Oh, the whiff because of the disadvantage. Well, he would have pulled it anyway. It was the first card, but regardless. Round 17. Okay, we're getting down to it. Round 17 is going to go hopefully a little bit better. We're going to move away from him, pop an attack, and then she's also going to hit him with an attack with a wound. Let's see how quickly he's going. 27, and he's going to heal. So that's not good news for us. However, we might be able to... I'm hoping we can do this. Get some space from this guy. Skip the movement. Skip the ability. Can we get a poison? A poison here would be massive. Nope, we're just going to whiff. Okay, perfect. He did get 6 gold, though. Brutal. We'll burn a card here, so that way we can stay in the game. No heal. That's cool. All right. And then, yeah, you get wounded, sir. Oh. Another -2. Like, what in the world? I'm going to go over here just to get a little bit away, and then we'll go ahead and put fire back in the air. Okay, round 18, one of our longest missions yet. Okay, round 18. Quick damage and a heal from Sigourney, and then damage from Edgar, and then we celebrate. We celebrate. Let's do this. We do this. Keep him up. And then we use this fire. There it is. Wound on top of a wound. Double wound. And then... we have 2 chances at this, Edgar. Don't mess this up. Oh, he missed. Stun. With a +2! Oh my gosh. We did it. We did it.
It certainly doesn't give you pleasure sifting through the human remains on the altar, but it does end up proving useful. In between the bouts of vomiting, you find a necklace, one Sandy had described in detail as never leaving the neck of her husband. With this in hand,
I forgot about that storyline, but I do remember it now, because we were calling her a widow before she was a widow.
Still, you have a sneaking suspicion this isn't the end of the trail. These robed men were certainly all underlings, which means Roland is still out there.
Yes, he
One
is.
could make the argument that this is the city guard's job, but you search the cabin of the ship anyway, and find a curious map. It's a crude depiction of the boiler district, and one building is clearly marked. Surely it couldn't hurt to check it out.
Well, there you go. Another mission. Hey, that's really funny. Pinball got his perk point even though he died because none of his allies became exhausted. So he technically achieved that. pretty cool that worked. Okay, what do we get? New perk unlocked, 8 XP, misplaced goods, and a ritual in stone set up. Okay, we have a little bit of housekeeping, so let's do that. Edgar the Bug got a perk. What do we want to give Edgar the Bug here? We could start flattening out his deck a little bit more. I think that makes sense to do. I think that makes sense to do. Let's start flattening his deck out. Okay. Um, Edgar got a small item. What did he get? The Doomed Compass. During your turn, force an enemy within range 5 to perform a move 2 with you controlling the action. I actually don't hate this, to be honest. I think I might just wear it for right now. Or we'll see how much it's worth. He also got a perk. Man, these are all really cool options, but I think this is I think this makes him a lot more steady Eddie on the damage. And then Sigourney also got a perk. Look at this. She's almost done with her perks. Um, I think we do the rolling modifiers because if we can get nature in the air, that helps her get her heal going a little bit more too. Let's check out the store real quick. Um, Edgar, we could give Edgar the helmet. Because we accidentally spent some money on him before. He does already has the boots of striding. He has 2 pots, so maybe we do give him the iron helmet just so he doesn't get critted. I think that makes sense. Now let's just look. How much money do we get back if we sell the Doom Compass? 25, and he has 16, which would mean that we could get some hand items here, which is really where he shines. So I think maybe oops, I didn't mean to do that. I think maybe that's what it is. As much as I'd like to have that move, I feel like that's a luxury right now. And he needs some items to make him more um more beefy, more useful. I was just seeing we could we have 41. We could go poison dagger. I mean, heater shield makes sense. I think we get that. Um, this is a two-hand. This is only one-handed. The battle axe is. I actually kind of like this. Maybe we go battle axe here. It's only useful for 1. He doesn't have many huge hits. That's where I thought the poison might be great. But I feel like I need to also revisit Edgar's deck because I feel like we're not getting enough use out of him. Maybe instead of that, we save for Pinball to get a healing pot? Or do we go ahead and pick up the poison dagger? I think we get the poison dagger. I think we get the poison dagger for right now. And Sigourney does not need anything, so maybe we can look at some enchantments. Let's look at some enchantments right now, actually. While we're... Nope, 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 nope. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this. This is all context, it's all just extra quests and stuff. I'm sorry, I didn't want to listen. I knew that was going to be a long time. I knew that was going to be a long time. Edgar doesn't have any gold to spend. Sigourney does. So you can see the ones with the blue ticks are the ones that I've already upgraded. So it's a matter of do we have something else that we use all the time that would be useful? Like we don't have enough gold right now because that's a high level card. So the reason why I started on these lower ones because look at I can get more range, for example, on the bottom there for 15 gold, which is not bad. But I also have 0 enchantment points, so it doesn't really matter. So let's go here and let's get blessed by the for the Spellweaver. There we go. And I think what I'm going to do is take a quick break, and then I'm going to come back. So you guys will just see a little transition and probably hop into another one of these side quests. So that way we can continue to kit out pinball. And I might also take a look at Edgar's deck while I am away or not recording, just to see if I can tweak it a little bit, because I feel like I'm not utilizing him the way I should. So if you have tips, feel free to throw them in the comments for me. But I'm going to give it a shot, and I'll see you guys just a second. So many days have passed. However, I am back. And I am ready to play this Misplaced Goods quest. I did have an opportunity to look at Edgar the Bug's deck. I did make a couple of tweaks. Let's see if we have some better success. We are going to be fighting a Chaos Demon. We have to kill all the revealed enemies and find all the goods. This is a side quest, so let's see how we do. We do have an encounter, a road encounter, even though we're still in the city. Still not quite sure how that works, but here we are. Even though we're going in the city, there's a saying: "Mess with the sleeping lion, you'll get stabbed." Today's one of the days where you earn that discount. You earn that drink discount. You knock on the door of Zane, an orchid who switched from providing assurances to providing excuses. He opens up, and you let him no, it's time to settle his tab. Oh, come on, you sent guys? Right, okay. Problem is, you're a day early. I've got a lot of gold coming my way, a huge haul and some bets, guaranteed money. You notice some bags packed in the doorway. Oh, that's nothing. It was just my plan B. No big deal. Don't need that anymore. I'm rolling in cash. He pays now, is what we do. But we got a trinket. Okay. We'll give it to Pinball Wizard, because he needs things. I might actually look. I don't. It's probably a small item, or it might be a neck or a headgear. But I'm not. Okay, we'll find out in the loadout screen.
To a warehouse in the old docks, where she suspects you're not quite sure what to expect when you push through the oaken. Various sundries are scattered everywhere, as if stored hastily. And near the center of the room, you see the
It's like
culprits.
Demon Amazon,
A group of chaos
also known
demons,
as Amazon.
none too happy about you barging in. Fighting them will be one thing, but finding the right goods in this mess will be an entirely different matter. Who?
Hmm. We'll try to loot some money for him. I doubt that. Well, we could probably get away with getting no experience. Um, and for her, man, the Zealot is interesting to go ham first thing if we can get in there. I think a workhorse though might be easier to guarantee because she has so many XP cards. I did not look at that gear. I should have. Whoops. I guess we'll look at it afterwards. Apologies. We're already here. Okay. So, we have to find all the goods. Scenarios like this, if I recall correctly from the board game, the way they like randomize something like this, where you're gonna have to search all these boxes, because obviously there's more than five, is they you like randomize tokens face down and you place them. So there is an RNG to this, which is a little wild. All right, so we have nothing but chaos demons, but we have an elite and we have this guy. Attacks always apply muddle, and he has a decent size attack, and he's not even the elite. The elite has a movement of 4. Oh, apologies. 1 second. Apologies. I am back. I am back. My fiance got home a little bit earlier than I anticipated from work, and so my dogs were going crazy. So going to attempt to complete recording this episode. Hopefully there won't be too much background noise. Apologies if there are, but I think we'll be just fine. Okay, so these guys hit hard, and we have a lot of cases to open. I don't see any other additional mechanics like, being able to not use a bottom action or something to loot. So this is going to be very interesting, but let's get into round 1 and let's see what we can do. For round one, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do this aura attack just to give myself a little bit more damage on this wound attack and to also hopefully bolster um, our Plague Herald's attack of the attack 4 turned into an attack 5, and he will have to move up, but we should be okay. And then I'm going to do something a little bit different. I normally go Fireball like right away because we usually have multiple enemies in the first round, but because we have an objective here, I'm going to use plan on using Sigourney here to go over and loot a couple of these chests. So let's see what they select here. Moving attack 6, which is nasty. I almost put a immobilize on this guy, and I thought, I don't think I'm going to need it. Kind of wish I had in hindsight, but here we are. So we're going to do this. Give ourselves a little bit more range. Get a wound on this guy. Pretty good. I don't think I'm going to be able to get him off the map unless I get really lucky here. But so, unfortunately, cannot reach him. Right? Yeah. I thought this would... Hold on. I thought this... Oh, it's just... I thought it added range and damage. It just adds damage. Okay. So, unfortunately, I am gonna have to move here. I think this is safe because could have used if I use my boots. I can't get to it still. I could have though. I think. All right, I'm gonna stay here then. That's fine, and we're gonna launch this off. We're gonna a curse in the monster deck, and hopefully, ooh, so close. That's too bad. Okay, let's see how bad this is gonna be. I'm so sorry. That was such a I sold on that one. My fault. I didn't look at. I assumed it was a move 2. I didn't. I saw the move 2 on his card on the elite. Assumed this guy was going to be a move 2 as well, but instead I had just looked at the damage, and so I knew there was a 4 attack coming in, or I thought there was. But here we are. We're okay. So I'm going to move her over here, and then we're going to loot 1, which will give us both of those boxes, which is a great deal for us. Oh, hey, look, a bunch more bros. That's terrible news. So we've opened. Oh my gosh, she's going to take so much damage. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was a nasty little trick by the game, and these guys explode on death, which is normally a condition that we've seen in some cultists, but it has a card that needs to be played. This is just innate, so we do have some guys to get off the field now, and we'll see what we can do in round 2. Entering into this round, I immediately am trying to get Sigourney out of trouble here. So we're going to go very early initiative, unfortunately not utilizing her heal, but rather utilizing that very low initiative to get her out of that corner and maybe get some damage on one of those 2 characters. I'm going to use Plague Herald to then pin him in place and Quartermaster to mop up this Chaos Demon non-elite, I think. Okay, good. We're just retaliation. However, they're retaliating at any range, which is terrible news, but it means that we just need to pivot. So here we are. So maybe we will do this just for the sake of... We don't want that retaliation. I hope that this is something that we can... It's not an enemy. I really hope. I'm thinking I might actually do my major healing potion. I already did it. I thought she had 12 max HP. Okay, I'm okay with that still. Okay, bad news. All right, so... This is chaos. Man, I hate to do this, but I'm wondering if I should go ahead and do this just for the sake of... Okay. That was a huge hit on the 1. Um, and then I think maybe we just... Oh, wait. Undo waypoint. Let's just stay here, I think. We're getting kind of boxed in, but this guy's going to die, which is great. So I can ignore him. Well, I could have ignored him. Now, what is my... I could do that. What's his... Move 0, and he is going to attack 4. That is bad, but we'll do this, and then we'll focus. You know what? And I think I am going to use poison on him too. Okay. Muddled and poisoned. Not bad. Oh my gosh, thank goodness for that curse. Now this is going to hurt though. Okay, 2. Okay, that's alright. This guy in the back. Oh, thank goodness he couldn't get up. He's going to die. That's great news for us. I feel like we need to clean up down here a little bit in round 3. Okay, for our round 3, gonna try to get Edgar out of this corner and then drop a stun to try to stagger some of this combat. Gonna let Quartermaster swing away, and hopefully we'll have Sigourney be able to stay in long enough to get her wound off and get shield on everybody before we take a bunch of hits. Okay, good. This isn't too bad. Black Sludge is going to heal himself. That's terrible. It's a +3. Chaos Demons are going to heal as well. Oh, man, this is bad. And then we have the rats. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. All right, so if we do this, we can get back here. So then we'll see where it makes sense to throw this stun. Should I I'll confirm the targets, even though the heal's not necessary right now. All right, so that's pretty terrible. Yeah, so we're gonna throw this on this guy, and I thought that was gonna be the case when I was planning the turn. Even though I whiffed and I got a null, we are okay. We've prevented a lot of damage this turn. So now for this, I think we're gonna use we'll use the bottom first here. Man, that's just such a feels bad. Okay. What's this guy move to? I need to stay here because I don't want Edgar to get smacked. I'd rather have the Quartermaster get smacked. Okay, okay. Although the issue now is, I think I really wanted to get the wound on this guy, but the heal is going to get prevented. Okay, I think we're good to keep this plan. Yeah, we'll maybe do. We'll just do this. We'll just do this for right now. Did I get a second target? No. Okay. There we go. That works. And then we will absolutely consume this. And we'll give everyone 2 shields. That's a really great turn for her. How are we sitting card-wise? Okay, so then let's go ahead and use this to bring back... honestly, I'm probably going to bring back fire orbs because I want to burn it and use advantage and try to get rid of a bunch of these rats before we open the next... Or not a bunch of them. One of them would be nice. Get rid of them. Nice. Beautiful. He was stunned, so he doesn't get to go. The poison blocks the heal there. This guy's gonna heal, which is too bad, but I can't solve it all. Let's get into round 4. Round 4 is going to be interesting here. Going to try to spread some plague, let Quartermaster do some damage, and see if we can have Sigourney live long enough to be able to do some damage back in the corner. Rat monstrosities are going to be a problem. This is going to hurt a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, what a whiff. Perfect. Okay. So, can we... Yep. See, like, something like this is so good for Plague Herald. Just decent amount of damage all the way around. And then what are we doing here? The closest enemy is just going to take 2 damage. What I'm wondering is, should I be... Yeah, I think I should be focusing this guy. Dang. Alright. Well, it is what it is. The good news is that we can keep him right there by doing this, which is perfect. You just chill out right there. Okay, so do I do the impaling spear? Rare occasion I have a double lineup here. I think that this makes the most sense to try to get some guys off the map. I like that. Okay. This is we're getting there. We're getting there. You can't do anything. Just sit there and slowly die. Perfect. And then here we can reach everybody. So let's do this and this, and then go ahead and just... Probably don't need the pot, but... Oh, I forgot about that. That's fine. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I know it's late in the turn, but once again, PTFO, we only have one guy on the field. So let's go ahead and put maybe Leaf in the air here. Snakes? We have some items we can use here. I am poisoned. I don't love that. And Sigourney's gonna get popped here. Yeah, that's too bad. Okay. Round 5, off we go. Heading into round 5, going to try to get a buff down to bump our attacks up on Quartermaster, keep Sigourney from dying in this corner, and try to let Edgar sit in the back and light these guys up. Okay, I'm hopeful for this turn. Let's see what happens here. So by using that aura, I'm trying to get better with Quartermaster. The adding +1 attack to all your attacks, having a stacked card like Hasten Step on the top action of having 2, okay attacks at 2 damage, 2 base damage, turns them into a base damage of 3, which is obviously a 50% improvement on that, which is great. What I'm curious about is I think I might move in here. Let's move in, and then let's look at what these guys are doing. An attack 3 with poison. I kind of want to try to get this guy off the field, just so that way, yeah, he doesn't stick around and continue to just do chip damage. Because the poison, I'm already poisoned. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Here's some good news. So do we go for the kill here, or do I start working on this guy? I think I start working on this guy because of the card that Edgar has coming up. Now, from here, I don't want to open that yet. I feel like I want to take a little bit of a break before we get into the next turn. So I think I'm just going to park her up here. And so this is something else. So here, see now this attack 2 with a target of 2, okay card, turns into an attack 3 target 2, much better. And maybe we can kill both of these guys. Nope. Didn't get that guy. Got him, though. That's cool. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I hate to take him away from the box, but again, I have a feeling I would like to do a little more, little healing up before we get into the next waves. So I think I'm going to do this and get some... Oh my gosh, that hurts so much. He's going to have to spend a turn to heal. Okay, good. And that works. We're going to head into round 6. We're going to see what we can get done. Okay, for round 6, I think I'm gonna let Sigourney try to take this one-shot this giant viper, and then we have Edgar sleeping for taking a long rest. He doesn't really need to do a long rest, but again, I feel like I need to stagger this scenario a little bit more because I have a plan to get Sigourney into this back corner and have her pop these 2 boxes on the next turn, and I want to give these guys some time, specifically Quartermaster Pinball, to get healed up here before we get them in too much trouble. Okay. Okay. I mean, this is not terrible. So, I am going to bring her up probably here. And then let's see if we can... See if we can take this guy out. Give me a 0 or better. Oh, at a whiff. That's just so painful. Okay. Well, then I'm going to do this. I was going to do a pull here, but I feel like I would rather... Do we have any piles of gold that are multiples? I think these are all 3s, right? Yeah, so I think I'm going to bring... I guess it doesn't really make sense to do that, because there's no chest there. So let's just go here, and we'll skip movement, and we'll just end here. Okay, that's not terrible. And then we're going to let Edgar long rest. We are going to probably get rid of... Oh, I don't like getting rid of any of these cards. I want to hold on to Under the Skin because that Pierce 2, I think, might be super helpful. The Grasping is probably the one that I should get rid of. Okay, there we go. And we're into round 7. Well, round 7 is not going to go entirely like I was hoping, but I will be able to at least get this poison off of our boy before he long rests, which will be nice. Let's see what the Viper draws. Okay. So, it's kind of too bad. I think I'm just going to... I think I'm going to leave him there. I was going to have him come up and actually to get the poison off. I was going to make a decision on which one should get the poison off of, but since the snake's just going to poison her again, I think I'm just going to stay down here, get this poison. Oh, you know what? I misclicked on that. That's too bad. I did not do a good job there because I can't reach him now. That is a waste of a turn. That's my bad. I should have moved up, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're playing pretty conservatively. Let's see if we can get through this. Okay. We have an attack here we can do. Can we get him off the field? We can. Great. Okay. So if I'm gonna kind of, you know what? I think now that we're empty enemies, let's see if we can actually get one of these, find one of these things. Oh my gosh! Thank goodness we actually have some luck in this game, because it was starting to feel like we did not. I guess I will go ahead and do this similar, kind of the same plan that I was going to do. We'll go ahead and I lost on one of my short rests with her the nature that heals. That's a big heal, which is unfortunate. So I don't really know what to put in the air. Besides, maybe I'll put some fire back in the air, and then. I mean, we'll use this, I guess, because nothing's going to happen otherwise. And we did get another one. Okay, we're making progress. So, man, it's amazing how I forget that I am not walking you guys through all my card selections. So if I just did that or you heard me trailing off during the edit, that's why. I just immediately went into telling you what I was going to do, which was basically to use Edgar here to open up this chest, stun anything that comes out. At least one thing that comes out anyway. Oh, he can't because I don't have a loot, so he's just going to have to sit here. And a little bit of a misplay by me, once again. But here we are. Good news is it was a good, so I don't have to worry about that. And everyone else was long resting to try to get this poison off of them and all of that. Um, Impaling Spear probably, or maybe I don't have a small consumed item. I have to learn how to play this character properly. I think I've got it now. For just point of reference, a consumed item is anything that is like a pot that you like it has the X on it. Anything that is when it says any of your spent items, those are things like the shield and the armor, anything that has uses on it. Okay, so anyway, well, I'm gonna try to get better using that. Um, I hate to do it, but it's probably this flame strike as much as I want to keep it because I want to use the other burn abilities. Okay, we're in round 9. Let's see where that takes us. Okay, so round 8's a little bit of a snoozer, but let's just go ahead and do it. We got some stuff we gotta do. I don't think I'm gonna get his his ability here or his thing because we have so many XP to earn here. I really probably should have brought him all the way around, but that's fine. I want to put him here for the next round, kind of, is my thinking, and I'm going to use all of his movement to kind of get him out of the corner. The top action is a waste, but I just needed to get him up out of that back half of the map, get him involved. So this was what I'm going to do a similar move to the very first round that we did, where we come in here, and then I'm going to use this to loot both of these. We found a treasure chest, a ring of Re, we'll figure out what that is afterwards, and 2 rats. And they're going to go, and they're going to attack huge. So we're going to go invisible. Pop. That's what I was hoping to do. I'm glad it worked out. Okay. Okay, for round 10, we're going to do a big move with Quartermaster, get him in there, and then I've kind of delayed Edgar and Sigourney here. Oh, that's too bad, but okay. It's too bad. But I still feel like it's probably worth hitting this guy in the face. We're going to get... We're going to take the 2 retaliate, but I don't want to use the poison, I don't think. Right now, anyway. On this guy. Yep, I'll take it. It's fine. Because he gets muddled. This is the part that stinks right now for us. Do we take the chance? I think we do. Let's take the chance. Do I take the chance that I can kill this rat? Come on. I can. Quartermaster takes a damage, but I'm okay with that. Plague Herald unboxes. Terrible news for us. Just absolutely terrible. So I was going to move and heal Quartermaster, or not move. I was going to heal Quartermaster and attack one of the rats, but with that retaliate, I have a chromatic explosion that I can use. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do instead is this. Can I? I can't get here because that's a table. Can I? Is this? This would work. I can do this, and then I can do this. So can we attack both of these guys, please? Thank you. And then we can go ahead and do this and use this, even though these guys don't have a ton of shield. Let's go ahead and get some damage on them. Okay, with a wound. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I forgot they were healing. That stinks. It takes my wound off. Guys, this has been episode 22. I wanted to try to finish this scenario, but I don't want to make this episode too long or risk it going well over an hour. So we're going to call episode 22 of our playthrough of Gloomhaven here with Woody's gang. It's Edgar the Bug, Pinball Wizard, Sigourney, and your head Merc coordinator, Woody Logan. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves.